Hello everybody, this is Stephen Birch. Today we're going to learn the song Africa by the group Toto. Now this song is a little bit more complicated than some of the other songs that we have learned on the backpacking guitar. And let's take a look at this beautiful backpacking guitar made by Josh Uhl. It's a great little guitar. So if you have looked at some of the other songs that we've done, these other songs are a little bit easier. But the song Africa by Toto is a little bit more complicated. So if you haven't done the other songs yet, you might want to go back and check one or two of those easier ones and then head into this one. But if you just want to go right into this, that's great also. Whatever works for you. So let's get started. The song has a great opening introduction to it, and it sounds like this. Now, how do we do that? Well, we're going to put our first finger on the first fret. Now, by the way, let's stop and review something. You don't have to know the names of all these chords. Now, if you're in my theory class and you say, Dr. Birch, do I have to know the names of these chords? I'm going to say, duh. Yes, of course you have to know the names of the chords. But this is backpacking guitar. So no, you don't have to know the names of the chords, although I will tell you the names as we go along, okay? But the most important thing is where do you put your finger to make the right chord. So this is fret number 1, and that happens, the name of that chord is D flat, okay? So fret number 1, and then we're going to go to the minor chord configuration, which is 3 frets above your first finger. But this next chord is a little different because it's going to be open, the C chord, but we're going to make it a C minor chord by putting our pinky on the 3rd fret because we're not using the first finger for this chord. So we're going to go, okay, and then we stay in the minor chord configuration and we move up to the 5th fret for F minor. So, D flat, C minor, F minor, or another way to look at it, fret number 1, open minor, 5 minor. And you do this 4 times. In the recording of the song, they do it 4 times. So, by the time you get to the 3rd one of these, whoever's around your campfire, or maybe you don't use a campfire because I usually don't do campfires while I'm backpacking. And then, but by the time you've done this, everybody in around is going to know, oh, I've heard that song. What song is that? Yeah. And then it's time to do the verse, the chords for the verse. Okay, so I hear the drums is going to be the 3rd fret. I hear the drums, and that's the name of the chord is E flat. I hear the drums, and then the word echoing, echoing tonight, echoing. So that's going to be the 7th fret minor. Now, I told you there's a lot of minor chords in this one, okay? So 3, 7 minor. I hear the drums echoing 2, and then we're going to go back to that C minor chord. It's open minor. Tonight on the word night of tonight. So, I hear the drums echoing tonight. And then, she hears only, that's back to the E flat chord, which is the 3rd fret. She hears only whispers, back to the D flat chord, the 1st fret on the word whispers. Whispers of some quiet is F minor, F, the 5 minor, quiet conversation, and the say of conversations, say is C minor, open minor, say, shuns, and when you get to the word shuns, the shuns of conversations, you go into that opening intro again, shuns. Okay, so let's do that first part of the first verse. I hear the drums echoing tonight. She hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. So that's the first part of the verse. The second part of the verse is the same chord progression. She's coming in 12:30 flight. So E flat, 3rd fret. She's coming in G minor, 7 minor, in 12:30 flight. Flight is C minor, open minor. The moonlight. So moonlight is back to 1 again. I mean back to 3 for E flat. The moonlight winds reflect. Back to 1 for D flat on the word flecked of reflect, on the syllable flecked of reflect. Reflect the stars that guide, and guide is F minor, 5 minor. Guide me towards Sal, and then salve, and the ve of salvation is C minor, open, again, open, minor, salvation, and then the shun of salvation is the opening riff again. So, she's coming in 12:30 flight, the moonlit stars reflect, the moonlit winds reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. Okay, and then I stopped an old man along the way. Old man, haha, look at me, old man. Okay, I stopped an old man back now. So that's E flat, 3, and then 7 minor. Man along the way, open minor, and then back to E flat, 3, hoping to find some old D flat, 1, old forgotten words, F minor, 5 minor, words are ancient, and melodies is so C minor, open minor, mellow, and then opening riff. Okay, so stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. Okay, and then the last part of that verse it ends a little different. It goes, he turned to me. So, E flat, 3, he turned to me. G minor, 7 minor, as if to say, C minor, open minor, hurry boy, and then we go right into that opening introduction. Hurry boy, it's waiting just for you. Hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. And then you hang out for another 4 beats on that F minor chord. That's 5 minor. And then you go to the chorus. All right. Now, we have this a B flat minor chord, B flat minor. And it's a little bit high up on the fretboard here, but it's still a minor chord, so it's the first finger, and that's going to be fret number 10. Fret number 10, but it's a minor one, so we're going to take our pinky and go 3 frets above that. All right, 3 frets above that. And it's a little bit high. There's another way to play that B minor chord. I don't know how far into the weeds here to get, but I'll show you, okay, if you want to. You can go back to the 5th fret, okay? That's where our F is, or F. And then if you take your 2nd and 3rd fingers and put them on strings number 1 and 3, strings number 1 and 3, on the 6th fret, but your first finger on the 5th fret, that's also a B minor chord, a B flat minor chord. Okay, now that's a little harder to play and it's a little bit more difficult to remember. Okay, but if you get it, it's, once you get it, it's great, but whatever. So for the purpose of this, I'm going to be doing this normal minor chord configuration. First finger, pinky. Okay, but it's going to be up pretty high on the guitar, and you might not like that sound. You might like this sound better. You might like this one better. It's up to you. Okay, so now we're going to gonna take a lot. Now the word lot has to be, that's a new chord now, it's G flat, and that's going to be the 6th fret. The 6th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're going to start on the 10th fret. Gonna take a lot to drag me away. And way is back to number 1, fret number 1. Way from you. Now we're going to go to another one, a new one, and that's fret number 8. So there's a lot going on here in the chorus here. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. So that's 10 minor, 10 minor, and then 6, and then 1, and then 8, and then 10 minor, and then 6, and then 1, and then 8. And we do that 3 times. 10 minor, 6, 1, 8. So, let's do it. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. That's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Now, the next part is gonna take some time to do the things we never had. I'm not even sure those words actually, things we never had, but anyway, that's the word. So let's do it. Gonna take some time, just like before, we're going down to the 6th fret. Time to do the things we never, and then the word had, we're gonna go to the 5th fret, minor, had. So from the 5th fret, had, and keep that same note, the same word, to open minor, had, and then to the opening, the introduction. So it's gonna be like this. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, well that's it. Now we can just talk quickly about the second verse, and by you probably know that verses have the same chord progression. It's just a series of chords, one right after the other. And it's the same in the second verse as it is in the first verse. But let's do it. And so we're going to start off with 3rd fret, E flat, the wild dogs, and then the word cry out in the night, is G minor, 7 minor, cry out in the night. The word night is open, C minor. And then as they, back to E flat, 3rd fret, they grow restless, longing, back to the 1st fret, D flat, longing for some, and then 5th fret minor, solitary compa. So C minor, open minor, company, and on the knee of company, we go to the introduction, company. Good. Now, I know that 1, E flat, I know that I, and that is 7 minor, G minor, I must do what's right, C minor, open minor, sure as Kilimanjaro, that's E flat, 1st fret, Kilimanjaro rises, that's 1, D flat, rises like Olympus, and limb of Olympus is F minor, 5 minor, Olympus above the open C minor, Serengeti, and then the opening, the intro. Okay, so let's do I know I must do what's right. I know I must do what's right. Sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus from the Serengeti. Okay, and then I seek to cure what's deep inside. So it's 3 for E flat. I seek to cure 7 minor, G minor. What's deep inside? Open minor, C minor, and then frightened of this. And then the words thing I have become goes back to the opening introduction. Thing I have become. And you hang out on that F minor chord for 4 beats. Thing I have become. 3, 4, and to the chorus now. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. Okay, now after that there's a little solo which you can just ignore if you want. And then you can do the verse. Hurry boy, and then he comes in with hurry boy, it's, and then to the opening riff, waiting just for you, and then the chorus again. Okay, so there you have a great song by Toto. I hope you enjoy playing the beautiful backpacking guitar, and I'll see you next time.